Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved. So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage.
Chance! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Cafu. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Musiala. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Mbappe. Shevchenko. The pass is intercepted. This is Neymar. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, super ball. Quick to recover this. Wilshere! Neymar gets flagged offside. Here's Neymar, foot in. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's made its way to him. Wilshere. And here's Mbappe. Oh, right place, right time. Raikkonen. Makaleli, a player who needs no introduction. Neymar, can he get it through? Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Musiala. Jorginho, looking for the run. He's in a great position here. He is through here. Can he finish? And no mistake. Sporting are all square. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Number 18, Kylian Mbappe.
Sporting restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well timed, excellent interception. Now, can they get him away? Takes a shot! Goal! Sporting! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
After 9 minutes is number 4, Neymar.
Sporting have their
Greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell. One that they continue.
40 minutes gone. Half time. Serginho. Adams. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now it's Neymar.
That's good play from him.
Rijkaard does well not to be outdone there. Tries to pass it through. This is Neymar. Shoots! And a neat finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. With the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly.
And that is all they have time for. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia from today's match is now on sale in the stadium hall.
Down to business again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Beckenbauer. Saliba. Now Costa Curta.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Totti. Ball's gone astray. Now it's Haaland. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That is good alertness. Haaland is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well read, and the danger is averted. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Neymar. Now it's Haaland. Space for him to turn and look. He's found the way through. Totti. And it's Neymar. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. Neymar has set up 1 goal so far. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Done delicately. Think through. There could be trouble here. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Shevchenko coming on the field. That's a corner kick.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. Cafu wins the duel this time. Now it's Mbappe. And he welcomes it in. And this is Neymar. He's picked his way through. So Inter offside here. Neymar! Goal! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. The lightness of step, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, having the trust to get there is one. Having the composure to score is another.
Number 15.
As if three weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
Number 14. Xavi Alonso.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. And that is a little undercooked. Pass somewhat off target. Mbappe. Real chance! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! A finish right from the top drawer! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is... And the referee brings it to a close. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. Reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get... This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now... And we're underway. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty.
David Villa! Missed by a fraction. Great vision. Is that offside? Yes, it is. Oh, really well played. And here's Okazaki. skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. It's Okazaki! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry more.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Villa. That has been cut short. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. David Villa. Decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Best, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Costa Curta. Chouameni to Messi. David Villa. It's a good ball out wide. Oh no, this does not look good. He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He thought he could have got a team in real trouble then.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, good effort! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. Always.
Serginho. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Approaching the half-hour mark. Now it's Villa. This is Batistuta. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. It's Messi. Best. Neymar. Now it's Villa. Pressing high and with purpose.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Mateus. Neymar. And it's Neymar. And it's Batistuta. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Mateus. He's having a hit! No, just not quite.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
This is Neymar. Here's a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
That signals the end of the first period. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. And there was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
So it has been pretty frantic. He shapes the shoots! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal. Well, oh, what's he done? Makaleli. Mateus. He shoots! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Adams.
forward. Neymar. Third goal! I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper is very relieved. And they're quick to get it back. Musiala really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now that's well seen too.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
It's Neymar! Oh, good finish. Arsenal are level. And a trademark ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal. And it's very impressive.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides, parity.
Well, this is to be expected when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Best being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
David Villa. It's a pretty loose pass. Serginho. Mateus. And here's Messi. Neymar! Another one of football's and how moments.
Neymar has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Zanetti demonstrating his defensive quality there. Rijkaard. Neymar. Makaleli. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That's a simple one for the keeper. And the counter is on. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And after a brief check, the referee blows his whistle. Decent game of football, but intense, intriguing. race is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
I think in Christian Abbiati, you have one of the best Italian goalkeepers of his generation.
Must be.
Yeah. Oh, on the international scene, he's always been overshadowed, I suppose, by more illustrious rivals.
What he has, but regardless of all of that, you just have to look at what he's achieved.
A great shot stopper, very decisive and quick in one-on-ones, and just an excellent all-round command of the penalty box.
Pitches it off him.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's on it. Can he get away? He's picked his way through. And he's there to get it away.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
First quarter now gone. That's a lovely, neat pass. Great ball to get there. He has found the way through. And it's been hooked away. We've seen that early. Used the certain sixth sense. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Neymar. Look at this chance, surely! Goal! The movement's finish, sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
After 23 minutes is number 21, George Best.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Bullet with his legs permanently trained on that bottom corner. 30 minutes gone. It's a searching pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Threads one in. That is good alertness. Rummenigge. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, what a mistake! Ball is over the line. Makaleli. Adams. And Makaleli. Mbappe. Taken back almost at once. Done delicately. Rudiger kept aware and it is reclaimed easily. The referee says that first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Just a quick announcement.
To look back on the first 45 minutes.
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Goals, goals and more goals. That's been the story of the half. The team separated by the tiniest of margins at the break.
Substitution on the field, number 7.
Well, let's get the ball rolling.
Number 4.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Shevchenko.
That pass has been well intercepted. Rudiger deals with that comfortably. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. And we have our very first corner.
substitutions take
There is some activity down on the... Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Doué. Think through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Rice, and it's Doué. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a satisfying performance. Moments at times of determination and occasionally... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. Already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're underway. Arsenal have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is...
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. And he gets rid in a hurry. Now this is shooting! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number... Attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Maldini gets a foot in and wins the ball. Right card is there, and he can get that clear. Makalele turning out for what will be his 400th appearance. There's a precious little point talking of anyone else here today, Jim.
Oh, what a feat, Peter. This really does speak volumes about how much he dedicates himself and keeps himself in top condition for every one of those match days. He's a shining example for anybody with aspirations like that.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Howson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Nice-looking ball. Neatly clipped into space. The most accurate pass. He's in it. And the shot! Oh, Trustler! That's really well cleared. Oh, easy pickings there. Neither side yet able to find the net. And here's Haaland. Serginho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's hit on goal. He's having a pop. And it's hit the woodwork and out. Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a chance. Neymar. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe. Probing pass. White is always looking to play quality balls. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Mbappe, Ronaldinho, Makaleli, Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mateus. Serginho. Mateus makes a dash for it. Oh, super fine. Real chance! Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it was a half of could haves and should have, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for. Too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weak position, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
And then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Erling Haaland.
First breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Cannavaro, always a very imposing presence at the back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He has found the way through. Shapes to shoots. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
White spots it and intercepts. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Great chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Number 3. for safety.
Number 20.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Maldini. Shot. He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! And with the match. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Ronaldinho.
Looking at a different game now.
Arsenal really can sense.
Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're aced.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And here's Batista. Mateus. That's that, the end. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Haaland claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Please keep your eyes
So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab.
Well, I thought...
Well, we're underway. Legends, title winner, in some sense a trendsetter. Claude Makelele was certainly all of those things. In his first season in English football, his team won the league with what was back then a record number of wins, fewest goals conceded, and most clean sheets.
I was just delighted he managed to get the goal he so deserved, Peter, the week after the title was decided. He certainly made the home crowd wait, as it was pretty much the last kick of the game.
He actually missed from the spot, didn't he?
Yeah, but he was able to find the rebound and... Lamine Yamal really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
João Cancelo. Makelele. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That has been cut short. So it is still 0-0. Bellingham. Oh, no joy this time. That should get the job done.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them.
Goes short.
Plays it across.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Makelele, a player who needs no introduction. That has been slung wide. Pinches it off him. The pass is intercepted. And he was alert to it. Haaland is onto this. Best. Pass is just off target. Koundé. Knocks it out wide. Looking for options for movement. And it comes. It's claimed by Araujo kept his eye on it, and nicely shaped ball. This is Neymar. This is Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take it.
Courtois did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Minor side giving way. It has been tight. Now it's Haaland. Oh, that's nice. Spread out to the left. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? They've scored! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing.
Well, Peter, they're trying to here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong. A sudden bang.
He's having a shot! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Composed, confident, and that is all they have time for.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Get things going again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do...
Haaland! And he stuck it away. Just as they wanted it. Just when they wanted it. There was to be only an outcome.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Just 1 in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now it's Okazaki. Makalele receives it in a... Go for a shot! Loose now, they want to get it... Oh, what has happened here? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. There to get it away. João Cancelo. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high in the right position to do that collectively.
That has not gone well.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for them.
He's in one-on-one. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Yamal. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Can he get it through?
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
This is Neymar. Oh, he couldn't get hold of it.
It's almost like he had too much time there, Peter.
Substitution on the field. Number 23.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Musiala.
Neymar plays it short. And it's Musiala. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Musiala really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. it's been taken short.
Toon really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, that's superb. Shot a goal! And it's in! And look what it meant to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just a reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Quick to recover this. This is Shevchenko. Enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Ferran Torres picks it up out wide. Makaleli. Adams. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Neymar. Oh, super fine. It's made its way to Musiala! And yes, it's there! With so little time left, grabs that finish! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Musiala!
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Musiala!
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Musiala!
Can they get him away? Vinicius Junior gets into a good position. Musiala. Neymar. Now, what about a counter-attack? And this is Shevchenko. He's found the way through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but that wasn't to be, and they got... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have made this a monumental occasion. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this guy, Son, is one of the quickest players around at this level, and he uses it to great effect. His willingness to run at and beyond defences just adds to that raw pace, and it'll mean he'll always be...
Haaland! Oh, that is really good tenacity.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Neymar goes short. Shot, surely! No, just not quite.
Serginho has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
No way through. Best. It's a good ball out wide. Still goalless. Now it's Batistuta. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great clear of the ball. Neymar.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Serginho. Makaleli. Rijkaard. He's going to be disappointed with that. That's good running with the ball. Neymar. Chiellini makes the interception. Tries to play it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Son Heung-min. He'll try from this. And it's hit the woodwork and out. Makaleli. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. He is slightly undercooked, that one.
Toon clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Bellingham. Look at the space here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he should have made them pay.
Son Heung-min deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs.
The referee has blown for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for... Any strong opinions on the first half?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane. The break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0.
Substitutions taking place.
So into the second half. So the first half brought no goals. And the pass is intercepted. Ferran Torres. Oh, this looks sharp. Neymar.
Monaco have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Cafu. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nakata. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Substitution.
Haaland gets it away. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Monaco have their second corner now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Ferran, shapes to shoot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Adams. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Monaco can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Aimed at the far side. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Okazaki. Ferran Torres. Neymar. That's been intercepted. Nicely aimed pass. Nakata. Well read. And the danger is averted. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Neymar. Haaland.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Thun are stuck in Central Station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they care to look.
Engages and forces him off the ball. That's a lovely neat pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Rijkaard. Through. Decent chance! Caught offside that time.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
23, Okazaki. Number 17, Erling Haaland. Coming on the field, number 42, Musiala.
Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, looks a good one. Whistle goes again. It's another offside decision. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's picked out the shots. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that's it. It is done. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Well, what are your thoughts? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the... And the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely test worthy of the setting. Well, we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This guy Ferran Torres is another talented Spanish wide player, although he's done well when he's played centrally when required. I mean, very capable in possession, we all know that, but he has this real drive about him, something that makes him very good in those one-on-one situations in wider positions.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Played into space. Pressing hard. Could be danger here. One through. Oh, delightful ball. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's managed to get rid. He's on it. Haaland! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And back to the goalkeeper. So we're still where we started right now. We expected better and so did he. Shot a goal! And it's come back out to him. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Pulls it back. That's put paid to the danger. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. It's a good-looking delivery. And it's hoisted clear. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Neymar. That's really well manoeuvred. Neymar, spread to the right.
That's positional goals. The utilisation.
Great chance! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Ronaldinho. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Now it's Haaland. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nakata. Now it's Neymar. And it's Neymar. Good ball, good take. Rijkaard. Brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So both teams still stuck on the start, 0 at the break. Here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
It's Neymar! Makaleli. That is a great pick out. Now it's Haaland. Oh, super ball. Best! Oh, good stop, it had to be. And out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Nakata. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neymar. Goal is still. Either side really getting onto the front foot. Seedorf did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's lost his man here. And a chance! Crossbar comes to the rescue. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Best really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, he's having a goal! Oh, screamer! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A significant strike. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Neymar. Koundé wins the duel this time. And here's Ferran Torres.
Bayer Leverkusen really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And here's Haaland. Great vision. Bayer Leverkusen needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well-timed, excellent interception.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Has been indicated.
Neymar looking to pass their way up the pitch. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, it's a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The Toads game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Sergio, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kevin De
And the shots! And he's heaved it away.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
And the pass is intercepted. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking for options for movement.
This is the time you need that pace.
De Bruyne supplying the width on this right-hand side. And he's in on goal. Batistuta! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Batistuta clearly felt that distance wasn't good, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Rodri. Some good passing, looking to progress the ball. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, super ball. Chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Luton really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe, there he goes, motoring forward. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And he was quick to react.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
No goals as yet. Now it's Neymar. That has been cut short. Neymar. Can they get him away? Now it's Neymar. Nuno Mendes. Mendes charging forward down that flank. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Kimmich. Mbappe. And here's Neymar.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Now there's a fine chance. Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch.
I think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. He's intervened well there. Cafu. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's got away from him. Batistuta! Oh, wonderful effort all by himself.
Oh, what a chance. And after doing all the hard work as well, he'll be kicking himself here.
Best stood up well to him there. Now it's Okazaki.
At a time.
Adams gets over and intercepts. Very little to report. Nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but That's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. Down to business again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Oh, easy pickings there. It's Batistuta. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. And here's Mbappe. This is Batistuta. Oh, that's superb. Okazaki. Neymar. That's been intercepted. It's a little off target. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Knocks it into space. Oh, that he's in. What can he finish? It's a goal. It is the pick-me-up they all long for. A mere formality. Truly in the zone.
You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright. It didn't faze him, not the slightest.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's going to be disappointed with that. Kimmich, nicely shaped ball.
You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And the shot! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Haaland. Kimmich. And it's Neymar. Neymar. And Dijk makes the interception. Quality ball. Cafu. Now it's Haaland. And he's had it nicked away. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Nuno Mendes. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Mbappe! Big relief, it just needed better contact. And that will be it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Best picking up the man of the match. crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary and very special. So it's down to business here. Khan, a key player here, and not just for tactical reasons. This is his 400th appearance for the club.
Oh, what a feat, Peter. This really does speak volumes about how much he dedicates himself and keeps himself in top condition for every one of those match days. He's a shining example for anybody with aspirations like that.
Now it's Haaland. Now it's Haaland. Haaland! Oh, that was no routine save.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he's heaved it away. And it's Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, split-second reaction.
Neymar is offering a right smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Neymar goes short. Ajax have the chance to go the other way. He has found a way through. So it is still 0-0. Serginho. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Brilliantly cut out. Kusanov. Gavi. Looking to play him in. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Wirtz. Wirtz! And for a moment, time stood still.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Gavi. Baresi gets it clear.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Best receives it in a wide position. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So this to break the deadlock. That is some save from De Gea. Oh, he's missed it.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second guess what the keeper was trying to do.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that's a throw-in. Has a look up and delivers. It is a corner. Looks a good one. Promising position. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Best. Tries to play it through. Through ball. Oh, super ball. power to race to the ball. That marks a high-octane end to the first half. So at half-time, from each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Provided by the local
In your opinion, still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break.
in progress.
Team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they have.
And the shot! Oh, cracking effort.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
And he was quick to react. And he's there to clear it. Okazaki has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Best. Knocks it into space. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Valverde. Now it's Sorlot. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ambitious ball here. Makalele. Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Makalele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 4 coming up here. They've played it short. Makalele. He's in a great position here. And it's been hooked away. Now somewhat off target. No, it's Sorlot. He's found a way through. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And it's Gavi. Alexander-Arnold. Gavi. He'll try from distance. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Rijkaard. And this is Neymar. And he's intervened well there. De Gea clears. Valverde. And here's Kaka. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Though you just love the level of intensity here. Neither is prepared to back down. And to be honest, that's how it should be.
Dangerous ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Haaland. Referee has just said play on. That was never going to make it. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Gavi.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It's Neymar! Incredible! Just incredible! A breakthrough! So! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and trust.
Neymar!
So the first goal of the game. Sorlot. That's a nicely shaped ball. Kaka picks it up out wide. Back. Cleared without hesitation. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, it was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Neymar claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Our charity fund. Chance in.
So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined stalemate, but then the
കഴിക്കാൻ പോണു. എനിക്ക് തന്നെ കഴിക്കാൻ പോണു.